Okay, so welcome to this mother wound meditation today. It's going to be an ancestral clearing. And it's not, I used to do these just for the maternal bloodline, but there are mothers on our paternal bloodline too. So I'm going to call in the mothers in both lineages, not just our mother lineage, because I mean, they need love too. you know and a lot of the things, so when we are born, we choose the family that we're born into for all that they're good at and all that they're not good at, and we come to try and improve some of those things. But some of the general terms of what we pick up from the mother wound can be something like people pleasing. It could be kind of like emotional caretaking, and we're very much taught to put others ahead of ourselves. Sometimes we're taught to conform to kind of like rigid kind of standards. There's a lot of judgment and perfectionism that comes in sometimes in what will people think. And this is kind of like looking at back in the lineage, kind of a thing. Sometimes it's that needing to be quiet or needing to conform, or in some cultures there's a hierarchy between brothers and sisters, and so there's a lot that we take on in our lineage. And yeah, I wanted to tackle that today, by calling in the ancestors and really trying to work through it on a multi-dimensional, multi-generational level. Because what happens is that when we do our healing for ourselves, we heal not only the 7 generations before, but the 7 generations to come. But if we have generations in our lineage energetically coming to connect with us, I mean, it makes it so much stronger. And that's why I find this to be so powerful to do this intergenerational healing and clearing. So let's see what comes in for us today, and then let's jump in. So let's make ourselves comfortable, and let's close our eyes. If you need a blanket, sometimes temperature drops in some of these. And I'm going to go through some of the traits that come up that we could pick up in our maternal lineage. If it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, just let it go, and that's okay. Let's close our eyes. Let's take a couple of deep breaths, breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. And let's imagine that we're breathing in light. And when we exhale, we release, remove, and dissolve all that is no longer serving. Breathing light into our bones, into our joints. And releasing all that no longer serves. Breathing in light into our organs and our systems. Releasing any energy cysts that we hold. Dissolving any trauma that need no longer be there. We release, dissolve all that is no longer serving. And let's breathe in light into our blood. Preparing to work on the bloodlines, releasing all that no longer serves. And let's breathe in light beyond our physical, flooding our auric field with light. Releasing all the emotions that are not ours. Dissolving all the thought forms that are not ours. Continuing to use our breath to cleanse, release, and dissolve the limitations that we carry. We will be using our breath to clear out our physical, our mental and emotional, and the limitations within our etheric being as well. Let's bring our attention from the outside world internally. And let's imagine that we're opening up the energy centers and the soles of our feet. Allowing the exchange of electrons between us and Mother Earth. Allowing this electrical charge to bring balance to our systems as we connect to our first mother. The mother that provides us with the elements of our physical form. Mother Earth. And as we continue this exchange of energy, we start to connect to the crystalline grid at the center of the planet. This grid holds the ascended energies of the planet, and it is a diamond white color. Allow this grid to move through the layers, allowing it connect to the soles of our feet, allowing it to move up and anchor itself into our root at the base of our spine. Allow it to move up through the layers, up through the sacral, starting to clear this chakra on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. Up again into the solar plexus. Starting to clear this chakra on all layers, all levels, and all dimensions. And allowing it to move up and anchor itself into the heart space. Anchoring into the heart space. completely grounding and connecting us to Mother Earth. And then, feeling completely grounded and connected, we start to connect to the golden grid of the central sun. This grid is the grid of Christ consciousness. It is the grid of ascension. It's a grid of unconditional love and compassion. Bringing this grid down through the layers, allowing it to change the frequency of the planet as it reaches the atmosphere. Connecting to our crown, opening up the energy center, clearing the crown, strengthening our connection with our guides, our ancestors, our higher self, and our own Akashic Records. And this grid continues to make its way to the heart space, connecting to the third eye, clearing the pineal gland, bringing in clarity, activating our seat of intuition. As it makes its way down, clearing our avenues of self-expression and anchoring itself into the heart space, allowing both grids to interlock, interlace, and allowing their frequencies and their energies to move through all aspects of us. Feeling completely grounded, completely centered, and completely connected to all things beyond time and space. And now let's connect to the angels in 4 directions. And we connect to Archangel Raphael in the east, usually representing the element of air. Raphael is the healer. And he offers us a green flame. Accept this flame. Place it in your body. Allow it to move through all aspects of you throughout this meditation, allowing for the healing to take place as we remove and heal all that we've inherited from the mother wound that no longer serves us. And from the south, we connect to Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the protector. Archangel Michael offers us a blue flame. Accept this flame and place it into your body. Allow this flame to dissolve, transmute, release, and support the clearing that we do today by releasing any cords, tethers, attachments, links, ties to the people, the places, the circumstances, and the limitations that we clear today. From the west, we connect to Archangel Gabriel. And the element is water. Water is connected with emotion. Archangel Gabriel also helps us to bring forward opportunities. And he offers us a diamond white flame. We place this flame into our bodies, allowing it to move through all aspects of us, calling forward the opportunities, the change, calling forward the gifts, seeing the gifts of what we've carried up until now. And from the north, we connect to Archangel Uriel, elements of the earth. He offers us a red flame. Accept this flame. Place it into your bodies. This flame will help with the physical aspects of our bodies, the structures, our blood, especially as we work through our bloodlines, allowing this flame to support the transmission today. Four angels, two grids. Let's step into the Akashic Records by dropping into our heart space. And connecting from a place of unconditional love. We say the mantra, keepers of the Akashic Records, please open and allow me access to my records. My name is, state your name, and create a safe and sacred space for my highest good and healing. The records are now open. The records are now open. The records are now open. And as we step into the threshold of our records, making our way to the Hall of Records, the Hall of Records that hosts the records of this lineage, the lineage of this time, of this space. And we call forward not only all aspects of us in this lifetime, but we call forward all of our ancestors, all of the mothers from both lineages, not only to celebrate them, but to help support the mothers that have been, the mothers that we are, and the mothers in our lineage that will be. And as the ancestors start to gather, we note that what we clear for one, we clear for all if it's in alignment. And what we clear in the Akashic, that it is cleared on a physical, on an etheric, on a mental and emotional level. And for this, I call forward the violet flame of Saint Germain. And I ask that the violet flame of Saint Germain move through the records, clearing, cleansing, dissolving, transmuting all frequencies of abandonment, all frequencies of estrangement, clearing all beliefs around being a good mom or a bad mom, or being a good daughter or a good son, or a bad daughter or a bad son, clearing, cleansing, dissolving, transmuting all frequencies around the blame, the shame, clearing all the mistakes and seeing them as opportunities to improve and expand, Clearing all pressures to conform to rigid expectations. Clearing the frequency of mother hunger. Clearing the inability to say no. Clearing all frequencies of not being good enough. Clearing all resentment. Clearing all fear of becoming mother. Clearing all pressures to conform to what society, to what our culture believes that no longer serves us. Clearing the need for approval. Clearing the need to remain small. And the inability to say no. Clearing the fear of setting boundaries. Clearing the being seen and not heard. Clearing the need to take care of others constantly before us. And I ask that the violet flame of Saint Germain move through the records for all of us, clearing, cleansing, dissolving, transmuting all limiting beliefs that we've inherited from the mothers in our lineage, clearing all blocks to stepping into the highest potential version of who we are. And we bring in forgiveness. We bring in compassion. And we bring in the appreciation from being brought into this life. We bring in understanding. And at this point, Mother Mary shows up into our hall of records. The mother of compassion, the mother of humanity. And she starts to fill this hallway with the energetic frequency of unconditional love, of purity, bringing in love, humility, forgiveness, activating the faith in who we are, releasing the anxiety, the depression, clearing the patterns of addictions and eating disorders, filling the space with love, compassion, and forgiveness, bringing in mercy, and we start to feel what it feels like to receive the unconditional love. The Christ consciousness energy of compassion. And the energy starts to feel comforting. And we start to feel the love of Mother, the comfort. And release perfectionism. Knowing that we are unconditionally loved. And as we are held in this space, Mother Mary tells us that she's always in our hearts, that we do not need to look far. that we need to focus inwards into the unconditional love, the fabric of which we were created, the expansiveness that we already are. And she asks you to forgive the younger versions of yourself, the versions of yourself that you reject, that you blame, that you shame. And she asks you to give yourself the unconditional love that she's giving you now, integrating all your inner children. With love and with compassion. And as we look to the woman, the ancestors that we stand beside, we too offer forgiveness for whatever words we've said, whatever intentions we've thrown out there. Whatever blame we've placed. And we offer gratitude. It is because of them that we are here. It is because of them that we've experienced all aspects of who we are. It is because of the strength that they've had, that we have in our genetics. It's because of them that we carry in our flesh and in our blood. That we are who we are today. And there is much love and much gratitude for all those that have walked before us. And we receive this gratitude in response as we have the opportunity to change what they were not able to, as we have the opportunity to release the limitations and step into our highest potential, as we carry the genetics, as we become the voice that they never were. As we step forward in this life with our ancestors supporting us. And as we choose to step forward into our highest potential, we ask the mothers to activate the gifts within our lineage, to pass them down. Those that have been forgotten or suppressed, those that we weren't able to express before. To activate the gifts of our lineage, the gifts of the woman, the mothers that have shown up here today. As light codes within our blood, as light codes integrated into our chakra system, bringing in those gifts into all aspects of who we are. And we thank the ancestors for activating these gifts. And we honor them by stepping in to the best possible version of who we are. Stepping into our highest potential every minute of every day. Living our lives with passion, with purpose. with joy and with excitement. We step forward. We either continue the path of our ancestors, or we change the route and make our own path, knowing that we have our ancestors behind us and supporting us, knowing that we have these strong, powerful women, that we're not alone. And we bow our heads with gratitude for all those that have shown up here today, for helping to release, remove the limitations. And we call forward the people, the places, and the opportunities. And Mother Mary grants us fertility, creating the ability to bring forward the people, the places, and the opportunities ahead of us. Opening our eyes so that we can see these opportunities and grab them if it's in alignment. Calling forward the people, the places, and the opportunities for us to step into our highest potential. And we give thanks and gratitude to all those that showed up here today, and to the keepers of the records for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding we have received. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. The records are now closed. Stepping out of the records into our heart space. We thank Mother Mary for showing up here today. Knowing that she always lives in our heart space. Knowing that unconditional love is within us. Take a deep breath and exhale. And when you are ready, you can open your eyes.